Here is today's secret. Today is Friday. Welcome to EDIF, where every day is Friday. Get ready to ignite your passion for life, uncover hidden gems of wisdom, and embark on a journey of self-discovery like never before. Join us as we dive into the art of living fully, making meaningful experiences, and embracing the magic of everyday moments. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What up, party people? It's your boy D Boogie from Every Day is Friday and EDIF The Street. Welcome to the show. Woo! Man, it's been a crazy week. Thank you for joining me. Let me just jump up on here. Hold on a second. And if this is your first time, get ready for a show. What do we talk about here every day, right? Let me tell you what the deal is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you something today. Don't scroll. Like this page and share it because the world needs to hear it. And it's true. You know why? Because I'm going to give you a formula, right? We've been talking about every day is Friday. Every day is Friday. So I'm like, D, what is every day is Friday, right? Okay. So let me give you a few things today, and I jotted them down for my beautiful people. So I'm going to jump right into this today because it's going to get a little serious, right? Have you noticed a lot of times over the last 4 years, people driving in the car like this? You walk by people, they won't even look at you. There's some sort of internal thing that's going on that's depleting us of this joy of life, right? Something is depleting us of this happiness journey because I don't know anybody that doesn't want to be happy. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to make America happy again. Why? God, we don't get this to do this 4 or 5 times. We get to do this once. And let me share a couple of things that I do every day in order to get my mindset right, not just for business, but for life. People say, I'm going to do everything when I retire, right? And do you think when you retire that life just stops? There's no more adversity. Nothing's going to strike. Nothing's going to happen. You could retire from your job. But then, God forbid, something happens. God forbid you divorce. God forbid you get sick. God forbid you lose your house. God forbid. There's so many things that happen. So you got to build the strength and the endurance. And the way that you do that is you pour into yourself. And let me tell you what I do every day. And let me give you a few things that me and my partner, Chris, have created to give you this movement. And let me ask you all a question. Jump up in the chat. How many people feel good when Friday's coming, right? Woo! It's like Friday, right? It's like, whoa, let's go. Party people, let's go. It's Friday. Oh, you know what time it is. Thank God it's Friday. We're going to make a power move. We're going to do this, that, and the third. We're going to go out. We're going to do that. But wait a second. Hold up. Why can't every day have that feeling? Why can't we feel like we're celebrating life? We're celebrating each other. We're celebrating the gift that God has given us. And let me talk about that for a minute because somebody called me the other day and they said, Darren, are you born again? I was like, what? I mean, born again. Why? Because I speak about God? I grew up. I started realizing what was really important. I started to think about what life truly is. And then I started thinking about what's really important. And when you have faith in not only God and what he's placed inside all of us, because everybody has a gift, and he placed it inside each and every one of us has a different path, and you have a calling and you're drawn to something. You got to go with that because he placed something in you, in me, that's not in everybody. And you got to realize what that is. For example, what do you feel good doing? What do you wake up Monday morning excited about? When you watch a show on TV, what like inspires you? What movies get you charged up? What is your purpose? See, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. That's how worry goes away. When you have faith, undeniable faith, blind faith, write this down. Like this page and share it because the world needs to hear it. I'm sending a message for years now. Life is sometimes really good. Sometimes bad stuff happens. But once you realize that the good and the bad are happening for you, not to you, and it's part of God's plan because he sees your future. He sees that you're good, you have good intentions. But here's the deal. When God sees you have good intentions, people see you have good intention, unfortunately, so does the devil. And let me tell you what I mean by the devil. Fear of other people's opinion. How many of us stand around always concerned of what other people think about us? Keep it 100. We do. We live our lives, not in faith. We live our lives based on other people's opinion that place value on us when we never ask advice from them anyway. They can kick rocks. You don't know what their agenda is, their reason is. You got to look in the mirror and give yourself a high five, knowing that you were placed on this earth. No one else placed you here. How do I know God is real? I got 5 points today. This is number 1. This is called the TGIF method. And we're going to be teaching that moving forward. Think about it. Think about God for a minute. This is number 1, faith, right? How do I know God is real? Well, think about it. 2 rocks, they say the Big Bang Theory, right? So, for example, 2 rocks hit each other, and all of a sudden humans were made. And they said we came from chimpanzees and we evolved from chimpanzees, hypothetically, right? Then how come there's still chimpanzees and I've never met 2 rocks that fell in love? See, I was fortunate enough to meet my soulmate. How did that happen? How did I find the love of my life? How was I drawn? We were drawn to each other. That doesn't happen by 2 rocks coming together. That doesn't happen that happens because God placed something in us that only he could have done. It's the moral authority on life. Understand that this doesn't happen by chance. So there is a higher power that once you start believing and understanding it, your life will change. And it doesn't mean because you believe in God and you go to church or whatever you believe in that you're soft. No, dude, here's the deal. You grow up. You realize that you have children and a family and the gift of life was given to you. Don't waste it. Don't do it. Number 2, family. I can't begin to tell you how important the quality of your relationships is the quality of your life. Understand that. People are not going to remember what you had. People are not going to remember what you bought. They're not building statues of us. But people will always remember how you make them feel. What's up, Jill? How you doing, girl? Right? People will always remember how you make them feel. And as you get older, don't wait till it's too late to appreciate those that love you and that are around you. I mean, my wife, we brought 2 children into this world. It's my responsibility to love them unconditionally, be around for them, knowing that family comes first, right? It's so important to build a network that wants to see you win. You know what I'm saying, Jill? That wants to see you win, that wants to see you happy, that wants to be there in good times and bad times. For example, where are you going to go when things go south? The network of the people around you is so important to your growth, to your soul. We preach that every day, how important it is to be. See, we're not here to save ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to save each other. This is a mindset that every day I wake up with, I believe in faith. I say the 3 things I'm grateful for every day. And it was interesting. The other day, I was with my family, and family's number 2. I got 3 more, so hang tight. Like this page and share it because the world needs to hear it, right? So my daughter, my 18-year-old daughter, love her to death. She goes, Dad, you get happy over the littlest things. And then my wife turned around and said, because he's grateful. She's right. We all don't understand that every day we wake up in this beautiful country of the United States of America. I feel like I won the lotto 3 times, but I get the freedom to be who I am. I don't need to stand around worried about other people's opinions of who I need to be. You already have greatness in you, not based on other people's value of you. You don't place the value on me. No one places value on you. You place the value on you. That's why the best investment you can possibly make is into yourself. And be grateful with the gifts that you've already been given. See, I know what I'm not good at. I can't build nothing. I absolutely suck. I'm just saying, right? But I know I love people. I love helping people. I love seeing them win. I like helping them set their goals in life. Becoming the best version that you were meant to be. That's the goal. Is to invest into you, chop away at you. You know, when you jump into the arena and things go bad, good. You got problems? Good. It's tough to get out of them? Good. You know why? Because problems are blessings. Problems are, people left. Oh, come on, D. Come on, D. What do you? Because what's the alternative? We're dead. We're dead, right? So the alternative is during these problems, when you work through them, you build the strength and the resiliency to know I got things to draw from. You've been through a lot, but you've also had some good times. You've also had successes. And straight up, your success is up to you. How you want to see it. I've been unorthodox since I'm a kid. Oh, you'll never have a record out. Oh, you'll never be something. Oh, you're a street kid. Blah, blah, blah. If I'd have listened to all these knuckleheads, I'd have grew up. I'd have been a knucklehead. At the end of the day, I said, no, there's more for me. There's more for you. Don't listen to other people. Where are they guiding you to? Unless you'd ask advice from them. They want to see you win. They want to see you successful. They're not envious of your beauty and your joy and your happiness. Wrap that up. Do you want to go? Think about this for a minute, right? I wrote this down. I want to share this. We got to stop doing things in these groups, in these places. And because you may not be confident inside yourself, you may not feel worthy based on previous situations. I get it. Happens to all of us. But then you join a group or you go to a place where they welcome you. Like, for example, when we were young and we didn't have a home or a broken home, we go to the street, a gang kind of recruits us. We feel good because we're accepted, but they're asking us to do things we wouldn't normally do just to be part of it. But since you don't feel good about you and you're not getting the love and attention that you need from yourself, from your support system, you join a place that's really not good for you. It's not going to end well, right? Because you need to know you've already been accepted. You were born worthy. You don't need somebody to accept you to make you who you are. And when you join these places and these groups, God placed a gift inside you already. You're drawn to it. Find out what that is and pursue that relentlessly. We got to grow. We got to constantly grow. We got to contribute. Love. I mean, there's so many things. However, we get accepted by the wrong places. And you know what? You got to stop that. You got to get rid of the toxicity in your life because it's comfortable. Don't stay comfortable. Get on the road, have some accidents, go through some stuff, knowing that it's your dream. It's where you want to go. It's the person you want to become. We got an opportunity to design our life. And here's the truth. Like this page and share it because I'm on fire today because the world needs to hear it. When you're involved in places or in groups and relationships that you know are not good for you, but you don't want to be alone for a little while. Get to know you. Get to know the beauty inside you. You deserve it. And get out of those groups because you have a story to create. Your story, your life, your direction, your success, your happiness, your spirituality, it's inside you already. It took me years to find out who I was. I kept moving and shaking and failing and getting up. I didn't have a mentor. Nobody said, D, do this and D, do that. I was like, I'm falling. I got back up. I fell again. I got back up. I fell again. I've been doing that my whole life. But the best part is I found my purpose. And it wasn't from sitting on the sidelines. I want to be in the arena. I don't want to be on the sidelines pointing at everybody else, watching them be successful, watching them smile, watching them go after their dreams on videos all day. I want to go after my dream, my hopes, my aspirations before my life is over. We need to die with zero, ladies and gentlemen. The richest place in the world is the cemetery because people die with their hopes, their dreams, what they wanted to be. I'm on fire today because I'm talking to people and they're living a life of misery. You can't continue. Look, shit happens to all of us. I get it. It's temporary. Just don't quit on you. Number 3, freedom. Number 3, I wake up every day so blessed and thankful that I can create my own path. I can design my own life. I don't have a government, regardless, ain't happening, bruh. I don't have people breathing down my neck, flying. I'm not talking about the drones, just to be clear. We get to design the life that we choose. If you see, work works. Everybody got ideas. Everybody's worried about something's going to happen to them. You don't make any moves. You know what you need to do? Make those moves, regardless of the obstacles, because they're obstacle illusions. It took me 20 years to be an overnight success. The thing is, you have the freedom, the opportunities. Take a person, here, here's an example. Take a personality test, okay? Strength Finders, Clifton Strength Finders. Take a personality test. It's going to tell you kind of like who you are, what you're good at, what drives you, what gets you excited, right? What's the last book that you read? What did you read? What, Atomic Habits, How to Win Friends and Influence People, the Bible? Every day I'm putting an hour in of reading because readers are leaders and learners are earners. Think about the life, the freedom we have now. You get to talk. Look, I'm talking to you from my basement in my studio. I'm able to connect with all you beautiful people every day to pour into you what's been poured into me. I'm a pretty positive guy. And people said, how do you do it? Because work works. I work on my mental every day. I work on my spiritual every day. I work on my physical every day. I work on my relationships every day. Small, steady, 10 minutes meditation, half hour of something positive to keep me going. Work out for a half hour. I got to put time into me to become the best version of myself. Let me ask you a question. You know what I'm saying, Laquita Johnson, what up, girl? How we doing? Right? You got to pour into you knowing that you're worth it. The best investment is going to be, and no one's, listen to me, man. Ain't nobody at your door stopping you from getting out and making a life. By stopping you. And if they do, push them out of the way. You don't get to do this again. You don't get to put a quarter in the jukebox and get to come back. You're free. Don't let them put you in a cage. Don't let them tell you based on who you are, where you came from, that you're not going to excel and become something. Don't let them lower the standards based on race, color, or creed, or the people you had in your life. I'm raising the bar today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't have a ceiling. Break through that ceiling, knowing that you don't even know how powerful and how strong you really are until you have to. You don't realize the gift that you have because maybe, for example, somebody's been putting you down your whole life. Maybe it was your mom. Maybe it was an uncle, your dad. Maybe it was your husband, your wife, your significant other. Maybe it's your brother, your sister, your teacher said something to you. Let me tell you something. I need you to do something today, and you have the freedom to do it. I want you to think about one thing for a second. Something that hurt you. Something since you were a kid that maybe something happened to you. That made you feel a certain way when you became an adult. I know somebody who's just, someone said that they were overweight when they were a kid. And now they're 45 and they still feel the same way, even though they're not that kid anymore. You don't need this, man. You got to break free from the words that were said to you, because it can't hurt you unless you allow them to hurt you. You got to take those labels off, because it's not you. It's someone's opinion of you. And that person means nothing. Zero. You mean something to you. You, my friends, any age, we are in a generation now, especially across the country, where we just feel like the world's going to end. My dreams will never be fulfilled. They're putting fear inside our hearts. Greetings. Hey, what's up, Sylvia? How you doing? Oh, nice. Yes. Aren't we free? Sylvia, greetings. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are. But we got to realize that, right? We got to say, hey, we are free. We're not in a cage. You put yourself in a cage. You may have to fight for what you want, because freedom isn't free, right? But I'll fight to the death for that, because I don't want to be in a cage with no keys like an animal. God didn't intend that for us, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care how tall you are, how small you are, where you come from. It's where you are now, where you want to go, and you have an opportunity. It's already built inside you. You have so much more than you realize, but you got to put yourself out there. You know why? Everybody's in motion, but nobody's in action. Let me tell you what that means. We have ideas. We're reading books. We're trying to make ourselves better, but we don't want to implement what we're learning. Jump into the arena. Fail. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Get stronger. It's like exercising when you go to the gym. For example, you work out. What happens? You tear some muscles, right? You tear them up. You're like, oh, but the next day, guess what happens? They grow back stronger. You exercise the next day, they grow back stronger. Each time you do it, you get a little bit stronger, because you're breaking down the old story. And you know what you're doing? You're creating your new one. So I compel you, divorce your old story and marry your new one. And honestly, words that people say to you, let me tell you something. Remember when they said, sticks, what did it say? Something about glue will bounce off me and come back to you? What? If people ain't around you, you're not listening to people with purpose that want to see you win or want to see you enjoy this beautiful life, cut them out, cut the channels, change your channel. What you tune into, you turn into. Listen to things that are going to make your life more purposeful. You have the freedom to be who you want to be. And even if you're stuck now, 54, 34, 20, it don't matter. Life is waiting for you. Just go and grab it. I talk to so many people. What up, Wayne? That's the biggest problem. I'm going to read Wayne's stuff. I love reading this is live and direct. Good afternoon, D. That's the biggest problem. People are afraid of failure instead of taking the chance and learning from their mistakes. Wayne, you know, what's up, my brother? You know, it's sad because we go through this life. And the greatest human need, Wayne, right, is obviously, I talk to people from all over the world. It's the need to be appreciated. We all have it. We all want people to say, hey, look at your haircut. Look nice today. Hey, man, I see you looking good. Hey, man, I see that you're feeling good. Hey, man, I see you and your family. Great. We want to feel good. The thing is, we're waiting for the world to tell us to feel good. When I'll say to myself, I'm happy and I will lose weight. I'm happy and I will make more money. I'm happy and I will find a new job. But make no mistake, if you consistently go with what other people think about this. It's like throwing 50 sticks and saying, chase them all. You can't. You got to stay focused on you. See, the hardest thing to do, Wayne, and I know you'd appreciate it, is we all need to conquer ourselves. How many times do we go and we talk to other people and we tell our kids, we never say to them, you should have limiting beliefs, son. You don't have any talent, son, daughter. You should be living with all that self-doubt. You should never fulfill your dreams. Do we ever say that to anyone for that matter? Can you imagine telling that to your children or the people you care about? But Wayne, we say it to ourselves every single day. Because see, our brain is a negative mindset. It's there to protect us. It's there to say, what if, what if, what if? So if you're not putting anything into your mind like a computer, it's just going to spit out things that are not going to make you feel good. That's why every day I come out here, I do a morning routine, Wayne, and I get up every day. I say the first 3 things I'm grateful for. I create habits. I do it every day because that's how you build momentum. And that's how you build habits that change your life. 3 things I'm grateful for. I kiss my wife, my kids. I go downstairs, drink some water, listen to something positive, meditate for 10 minutes, go for a walk, do some exercise. I'm priming my body and my soul and my mental. As you can tell, I'm laser focused on what I want. And I get that things can trip up, but I know that better days are coming. And I know that I'm able to handle it. And I know I will pursue it until I get it done. But you're right, Wayne. You know how we learn? We learn by failing. We learn by falling on our face and understand we got to crawl back. We understand failures are just lessons. They're there to teach us. See, in school, and it's not knocking school, it's a test. When you're wrong, you're not smart. They should teach, hey, man, you make a mistake, you get up, study more. Come. At the end of the day, life is about mistakes. And I'm okay with that. Because if I made 200 mistakes, that means I got 200 answers. If I made 400 mistakes, that means I got 400 answers. Just don't repeat the same mistake twice. You learn from it and you move on. But if you never enter the arena and you never fight for what you want, you'll just get what everybody gives you. And I promise you, at the end of days, you will not be happy with that. Yo, what up, D? My man. Merry Christmas, my brother, to you and your family, my dude. We're still at it, D. Been 3-4 years now, right? We got the message, D. Gotta let them know every day is truly Friday. And here's number 4. Everybody has a job, right? For example, we all work. Like this page and share because the world needs to hear. We got to get back to enjoying this life, right? So some people go to work and they work their whole life. And that's okay, but I can only speak for myself. So I always like to work and make money, but I wanted to make money so I could have fun. I'm just saying, right? I wanted to make money so I could have the freedom to go to the clubs, to listen to music, to buy a nice ride, to go on vacations, to I don't know, right now, I have a beautiful curved screen. I play video games. I like playing golf. I like doing sports. I like making memories with my family. How do I do those things? Some people like making money, and that's okay. And they count their money till they're 65, but they haven't made any memories. That's your business. That's okay. I want to make a living so I can have some fun. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? I promise you, if you don't have any balance and you're not making memories with your family or your significant other or your friends and you're not investing, look, we're always going to make more money. As your days go, we get more money and more money and more money. But here's the scary part, ladies and gentlemen. Most people don't have fun. We're worried about we're going to run out of money, right? Think about it. Hardest thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, you like this page, you know what I'm saying, is to save money and plan for the future. Here's the deal. Statistics say people die, even with people with pensions, only spend 4% of their savings, die with, say, $1 million, 1.5 million, give it away, right? All those hours you work to say, hey, man, what if God forbid something happens to me, I get sick? So for the month that you may be sick or the 2 months you may be sick, you can get long-term health plan insurance to take care of you. And then those 2 months you spend all your money when you could have lived your life for 30 years enjoying it. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Take some time to reflect on your life and understand that someday you're not going to have the energy to enjoy the things you want to do. See, as we get older, the fun gets minimal. Your interests go down. Your energy goes down. Like you're not going to Italy, no disrespect, at 70, 75, walking up hills, going on excursions. I'm just saying some people, but not many. You want to do that when you're young and you're vibrant and you got it, you got the money. You got to do things, ladies and gentlemen. I said, put it on my tombstone when I'm dead. It's been a fun ride. Good or bad, it was all part of the plan. I'm certainly not going to live this life. I'm not going to live this life with any regrets of what I should have done. I truly want to have so many memories to talk about that when I get older, I can say, man, it's been a fun ride. Because then, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're not here forever. And I know you think you got time. And I know there's patience in some things. But the thing is, life ain't waiting for you, man. So this is a holiday season. And why did I create Every Day is Friday? And this is the fifth one. So we got faith, family, freedom, fun, and every day is Friday. Why is it? What up, Tommy boy? Why is it Friday? It's a movement. It's a mindset to understand that when you're having a tough time, knowing that, hey, man, I'll get through it. Just don't quit. Understanding that today has been a gift that was given to me that 180,000 people didn't wake up today. This gift that was given to me, I'm going to make the most of it. And every time I think about things that are going south, I'm like, D, I open my fridge, my food is right there. I go to my water, I can turn my faucet. I appreciate the small things in life, ladies and gentlemen. Friday is something that I'm going to continue until I can't breathe, because I think people need to understand that you don't have to wait for something to happen to smile a bit more. You don't have to wait for Friday to like have one day of the week that you're excited about. You've been given a life. Something's been placed in you. And Friday, every day that ends in Y, and God gave us a gift. That's why he calls it the present. Think about that for a minute. It's a present. You notice how those words are the same? Because here's a gift. It's up to you to open that gift, see what's inside it, understand that something was given to you that nobody else has, and create a life that you can be proud of, man. Create a life that when someone's looking at you, go, guy's a role model, man. Now, I can only speak for myself, knowing I came from humble beginnings. Grew up in Brooklyn, New York, the greatest time, had the greatest childhood. Maybe it was tough growing up in the projects, single mom. Yeah, it was tight. But I didn't have all the good stuff, all the money and the accolade. I didn't have a lot of stuff, and that's okay. But at that time, I didn't realize I didn't have all that stuff. And as I get older, I'm like, I had a lot of fun, right, T? I had a good time. I enjoyed it. But as I've gotten older, I realized that I'm 54. And time flies, bro. So I know that, and I'm sharing this with you, man. I got this revelation the other day. I started looking back, realizing that 54 years have gone by. And I know the average person lives maybe till they're 78 nowadays. I know, God willing, my life expectancy maybe to be 80, God willing. I'm not wasting no more time, bro. Yo, Dino, Thomas, my boys from Sheepshead Bay, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? Can't miss what we didn't have. Exactly, D, Yeah, and we had a good time, T. And I tell my children all the time, it's a different era, it's a different time, but fun is always out there, right? Find out what you enjoy to do, create something, and get at it. Because I hate to see my friends struggle. And I know life gets tough sometimes. But I also know life is beautiful. And I also know you can control your attitude, your self-talk. You can control how you show up every day. You can show up and you can do what makes you smile. There are certain things that you can control. So I compel you today. So true. Sylvia, so true. I agree. As I've been blessed to travel the world, I always say, I don't want to be on a 16-hour flight when I can barely move. And yes, so thankful for the small things with you. We must always fight for the life we want. But we are, man, yo, you're getting it. We are blessed to do so. Woo! Man, I gotta give you some kudos today, Sylvia. I got goosebumps, right here. Ooh, I felt that. Wow, Sylvia, I'm telling you right now. Sylvia, I think you nailed this whole podcast today, and I'm gonna tell you why. You said something that's so beautiful, and I want to give this to you if that's okay. I said this to a friend the other day. Something similar. We must always fight for the life we want. We are blessed to do so. Like when people go to work, Sylvia, right? I'm like, you get to go to work. When people have to go do a job, I'm like, you get to go to a job. When you're cooking dinner, I said, you get to cook dinner. When you have a roof over, you got to clean up, I said, you get to clean a house that you live in. You see, once you change the way you see it, your life begins to change. Once you see that life is always happening for you, not to you, not why me, what does it mean for me? Understanding we're always under construction. We're always growing. It's all part of the process, ladies and gentlemen. But do me a favor. Don't look back on your life and say, I could have and I should have. Take the labels off of whoever hurt you. Take the labels off whoever said you wasn't worthy. Take the labels off because you may have came from poor beginnings. Well, no disrespect. Poor is a lot of different things. But if your parents did the best that they can, and they gave you everything in their ability, and it was a tight upbringing, and you maybe was on welfare because we were on it for a while as well, and it was tight, it was really tight. My mom was stressing a lot. If you grow up and you still the same way, don't blame your parents for it. You got to blame yourself. I ain't here to make excuses. You got to make it happen. And sometimes through the process, you might get some scars. You might get hurt a few times. But when you look at those scars eventually, as you get older, take a look at them and understand those are battles that you won. You know why? Because you're still here. Give yourself some credit. And I'm rooting for you, baby. I'm rooting for you every day. I pray for my crew. And I want to say thank you for always joining me over the last 3.5 years with my crazy stuff about living this beautiful life, how going against the norm, understanding that it's our yellow brick road and it's ours. It's just a matter of what kind of work you're willing to put in, because work works and life is waiting for you. And I love you all. I appreciate you all joining me today. Thank you for allowing me to jump into your life. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to spread Every Day is Friday. And stay tuned because I got a great training. It's how to get this mindset that not only be successful, but also be fulfilled so you can lead a happy and joyful life. And I promise you, stay with me. It is possible because I'm living it. Straight up. I'm not telling y'all to do something that I didn't do. I've been open about my life. No one owes me anything. I just feel like God has gifted me with something to give back to people. I've done this my whole life, and I'm so blessed and thankful that I was drawn to it. And I got beautiful people like you to share it. Hey, Dino, I love you, brother. Sylvia, love you. Thank you for coming. Tommy boy, appreciate you every day, cuz being here. Laquita, thanks for following me for 3.5 years. Jill, we go live all the time. This ain't Memorex. Not many people want to do it. You know why? No frauds here. It's just straight up family. Yo, till next week. Next week's, if I don't see you guys, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Just be grateful. And guess what? Make 2025 the greatest year ever. You know why? Because we can. Till next time, I love you all. Have a great day. Don't forget to like this page and share it, because the world needs to hear it. Till next time. Yo, you know what time it is? It's time, bro. It may be Tuesday, but every day is Friday. Why? Why not? Go get your life back, man. You know why? Doesn't matter. Time waits for no one. It's on you, baby. Until next time. Peace.